Yes, my people, welcome back to Tenacious Trading Group. So, just gonna go over gold very quickly. So, if you was on the charts at 8:30 in the morning UK time for London session, then there was this area here. Would it have been ideal? Personally, for me, not really. However, it is a setup in terms of we had our one, two, three, clearly swept, four, five, created a, let's just zoom in, create a double top, and obviously price gives you that 1.1, well 1R, and your 1.6R. Of course, if you go down to our 1 minute time frame, then potentially if you was looking for something to try and get yourself in, then we can see that from this candle's low to this candle's high, that's an IB candle. So now if you was looking for a trade from the low of that candle, you got yourself tagged in, targeting whatever. You can see price gives us a 1.3R, and then if you're still holding the trade, then essentially potentially you would have either got stopped out or caught out a break even. Either way, it wasn't the end of the world, as price then gave you another entry here, where this is more like a SN, so this is more like a S&D flip. Not many of you know this one here, but price closed, price tapped ever so slightly, and then obviously price pushed back down. But overall, if you use a 6 minute entry, then this would have been a good trade for you. Very simple. Could have been your one and done, and then that would have been you done for the day. So going into 3 o'clock, obviously 10 a.m. New York time, if I just go on my 1 hour chart, we can actually see that price closed above, well, ever so very slightly over here. So price closed above very slightly over here from this high here. So we already know that price has to do what? Pull back, expand, pull back, expand. So currently it looks like we're in the pullback phase, where price just wants to tap into something potentially and make its way higher. So in that case, as you guys already know, a leg down is a lower time frame trend. So one swing leg, one high time frame swing leg is a lower time frame trend. So when I saw this, I already knew that I can just start looking for shorts, and you can clearly see how all we've been doing is just been making low lows and low highs. So hopping onto the charts, you would have probably seen this MSB from here, and then this MSB from there would have given you your 1, your 2, your 3. Price sweeps 4, 5. Yes, price did react down, and then obviously failed to take out the low, but sometimes that's gonna happen. This is my protected high. Price should respect this high and continue to make low lows and lower highs, and we let price play out. You can see how price dumps nicely. All he wanted to do was do what? Tap into this area here, and then make its way down. So again, like if you look very closely, this is a IB candle. So again, if I want to take a trade from the low of this candle here, then you can also be my guest, and you could target whatever. So that could have been you one and done the minute you hopped on the charts, and if you just let price play out. Okay, so price is now taking out these lows, and all you're gonna do is just wait for price to do the same thing. Of course, if we went down to my lower time frame, then there's potentially different ways in which you could have got in within internal and external structure, but the main move personally I thought was this one here. So if you did this trade, well done. If you didn't, it is what it is. On to the next. And yeah, that's it for gold. Not really a long one, but is what it is. So if I just go back to my 1 hour time frame, you can see that price is in a pullback phase, and based on the 1 hour chart, we can say that this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, me looking for a trade from this area here, when well below the SMAs, ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna have to wait for price to get above, and then I'll start looking for a trade that hopefully takes out our previous high. And that's it for gold. Always remember, victory belongs to the most tenacious. And wherever you're, I'm wishing you guys a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, ciao, good night.